Hello guys, I am Matt, the owner of Tales Channel. Welcome to part 8 of Sonic Before the Sequel. I am back from Walt Disney World, and I am excited to be back because I have a very special guest. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, Johnny of quite a number of things, actually. Some call me Johnny, Super Gamer Brothers, and BrainScratch Commentaries here with Tales' channel because I was also a guest in Sonic's channel, so I figured, why not? I'm just waiting for the obligatory Knuckles channel invite so I can come full circle. But, anyway, what do we got here? This is Sonic Before the Sequel?
Oh yes, the 2012 edition, released in Sage 2012. You know, that Sonic Amateur Games Expo.
So, the 2012 re-release. Well, okay, I might have downloaded a different version than you have. I heard this one had an updated soundtrack.
Oh yes, this soundtrack is made by several people. We all know Falk, though. He's awesome. The one who made the hub world themes for Sonic Generations Unleashed. Maybe you saw those mods, maybe you didn't. Yada yada. You know what I'm talking about. The Chunon. Have you seen the Chunon?
I've seen plenty of mod videos, but I don't think I've any watched or listened to what you're recommending. But if I recall, before this game got a completely original soundtrack, it is completely original, is it? The re-release?
Some tracks are reused, but that's only in like the special stages and cutscenes.
Yeah, I recall the version I own, which I haven't really played that much of, had a lot of Kirby tracks in them, and I'm wondering, is like Kirby, Sonic. I don't see the correlation here, but who cares? You know, this is a fan-made project. He's not getting paid. They're not getting. Is this one guy or is it a team?
I think it's actually just one guy who made this and it engine.
Well, regardless, they're not getting paid for any of this. They're doing solely because they're really huge fans of the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. And you know what? More power to them, because you know that there seems to be some sort of curse that follows anybody that makes Sonic fan games, that they never finish development before, you know, the game is finished. And Sonic Before the Sequel is actually a complete game. You know, it has a start, it has an end, and he also made wasn't there one called like Sonic After the Sequel?
Yeah, and that's being I think released in maybe a month or two. I mean, I don't really have the details on that one. All the rumors say this year.
This year. Okay, he's being smart. He's not giving a concrete deadline. I personally know what that's like. Never set a deadline for a personal project. And
oh yes, I have those experiences. Cough the Super Mario Brothers review.
yeah. Unless you're getting paid for it, and your person that's paying you to do it gives you a deadline. Don't ever make deadlines for personal projects, because you will most likely not meet those deadlines, and you got people wondering, where's this? When's it coming? Why isn't it here now? And you know, that's it. That's that. Anyway, actually talking about what's going on the screen at the moment. This place is called Perilous Paradise. Alliteration for the win.
I didn't even know that. You know what? You remember stuff really well. Nice job.
I can get a bit of a Sonic nerd here. Well, granted, the Sonic video, I mean, you invite all sorts of fans of Sonic the Hedgehog, or at least, if not just fans, people that are at least associated with the franchise. These monitors that are on the screen, the ones with Eggman and Sonic flashing, I believe these were from a scrapped level design icon from Metallic Madness and Sonic CD. Apparently, if like in the bad future of Metallic Madness, you would see the monitors of Eggman. If you got a good future, it'd be Sonic's face. Well, I thought it was a nice little attention. I'm not sure if that's actually in the final build, or at least a 2011 re-release. But I always wondered why they always scrapped it. If memory serves me correctly, mind you, I'm not saying it is or they did. Save myself a bunch of inbox mail for that.
I mean, that's pretty cool how you noticed that. I honestly don't know, like, most of the, the cameos in this game, because I just stink like that. But, I mean, there's a lot of cameos I do notice, like you know, the Kirby stuff and just get other aspects of other games, and you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Like, you know, as much my opinions for different Sonic games are, you know, they vary wildly. You know, I can go on and praise how much I love the classic games to the point where it might even annoy a lot of people. You know, because I just love those games so much, and I'm very on and off with the 3D titles. You know, with the exception of like half of Unleashed, Colors, and Generations, and
Half of Unleashed.
yeah, I can't say I like Unleashed as a whole because I don't care about the werehog, and
Not most people do. It's okay.
yeah, you know, I'm not gonna outright. I can't say I outright hate the Warhog. I just find it unnecessary. You know, because I boot up Unleashed, I don't play any of the Warhog stages. I just go for the daytime stages. But you know, as much as I may criticize, you know, like Adventure 1 or part of Adventure 1 anyway, and most of Adventure 2 or Heroes, or I'm still a really big Sonic fan. You know, I love the community. I love the people that it brings up, or the stuff, the amount of entertainment you can get just from the franchise alone. Like, I love, you know, like people at the Sonic Paradox forums, they make the Sonic short animations.
Oh yes.
And you know, I'm really good friends with a few of those guys, and you know, if it's not the games themselves, it's the community that I love, because they're so hyperactive. They're active. They're so passionate about this franchise, and you know, you can say that for a lot of other franchises, mind you, but I don't think any of them are as loud or as you know, into it as the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. You know? And that, to me, that's really entertaining. It's why I have no problem going back and playing games that I'm not really a big fan of and reviewing it, because you know, the community wants to see me do it. I'm gonna do it.
I mean, and some people just genuinely don't like other people's opinions. I mean, oh gosh, there's a little glitch there. It's still playing the drowning music when we're out of the water. You know what? All games have glitches, guys. Don't complain.
Well, oh, you know, actually, it's no, because Tails is actually he can actually breathe in water. He can't stand oxygen. So you should probably dive back into the water.
Seems legit.
Yeah, it seems legit. Yeah, you get, it's a pair of gills on the side of his neck.
Yeah, but as we were talking about, I mean, the Sonic fan base can be on and off about some things. I mean, or they could just be completely off or completely on. I mean, like, you know, Sonic Generations. A lot of people got from off to, I mean, off means they liked it, on, whatever. You guys know what I mean. But, yeah, the Sonic fan base is very, different on opinions, if I could say.
I didn't like that hesitation there.
Whatever. You know what? I tried. I feel pretty stupid, but I tried.
I'm getting a lot of Title Tempest flashbacks with this stage. This color layout, actually. This purple, the purple water, which it could be actually Mega Mac from Chemical Plant Zone. But is Sonic before the sequel, because I know you probably have a lot more of experience than I do with the. No, I shouldn't say you probably. You do have more experience with this game than I do. But it's like a basic 3-act structure. Is Act 3 another full zone in itself, or is it just mostly there for the boss fight?
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool, because you have 3 acts, and then you have, you know, a little cutscene before the boss, which I find cool. Then you have the boss, and then you have another cutscene leading to the next first act.
I actually just like the entire concept of this game is to pretty much show how Sonic and Tails met before the beginning of Sonic the Hedgehog 2, because apparently the people who made this game just didn't find the whole Tails met Sonic while he was working on his airplane very interesting. Where did this whole traveling through 8 different zones come from? It's like when Tails saw Sonic working on his plane, he fell into a pit hole which had 8 different zones. At the end of the game, you finally crawl out of that pit.
You're gonna go with the Sonic X story,
No,
John?
I don't want to go with the Sonic X story. And for the love of God, people,
you know, they had that little cutscene where Tails is like, "Hey, let me work on you with the tornado," because he was like getting bullied and all that.
Well, to be perfectly, I think the manuals of the games actually do state that he was at least bullied at one point, because he's a fox with 2 tails. He's a mutant.
That's kind of different.
Yeah, he's a mutant.
That's
you know,
kind of different.
Be right up there with the X-Men, or at least the Marvel universe. You know, but
oh no, the glitch. The glitch.
What glitch? What are you talking about?
Let's just wait for this music, and there it goes. Okay. We just got a bubble and it did that glitch again, but yeah, sorry. Continue.
Actually, I'm actually trying to remember.
I apologize.
What I think I encountered a similar glitch with another game. I'm trying to remember what I was playing where it happened. Where I grabbed the. Actually, no, it was Sonic 2. I was actually recording Sonic 2 footage for the Sonic Adventures, the Sonic the Hedgehog marathon, I should say. And the Johnny music wouldn't stop playing in Aquatic Ruin Zone. I was like, I'm pretty sure I grabbed the bubble, and I'm not gonna die while I'm not underwater. I would like. I mean, granted, drowning while I'm not in the water would be hilarious to see, but it shouldn't happen in the first place. What is going on here?
That's kind of funny. But here we are in the special stage. You don't need 50 rings to get into these babies, no, that doesn't make sense. Which I think is pretty cool.
I recall from what I played last time that you can only get a special ring in the third act of the zone.
Oh,
wow,
yes.
All these rings.
A lot of rings. Oh my gosh.
We entered New Super Mario Bros. 2 a bit early here. There's rings everywhere. Do we get a gold statue for getting 1 billion?
Oh yes, you get a statue at the title screen. Everyone loved that.
What a waste of time.
I swear, guys, just stop complaining about that. I mean, Nintendo did what Nintendo did. You can't change what Nintendo did. If you're going to complain about that, that's not going to change anything. That Mario is golden on the title screen. We kind of moved on to Mario here, but
it was only a matter of time. Usually when we're doing a BrainScratch commentary, we try to fit Sonic into every single commentary we do. Be it intentionally or unintentionally.
But here, I think it's the final battle between Tails and this thing with the eyes, and here we have an awesome remix of Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, the title theme, that TV show that you guys thought was very weird, but yet very fun.
Okay, I can't really hear anything because the screen share doesn't share sound. But wait, the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog theme, like you're not Sad AM. You're talking about the wacky Western cartoon, right?
You know, da 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 da.
Oh, the can.
Yeah.
Wait, what's going on? Like, you died. What was he got? Lasers? Yeah, it's definitely lasers.
I don't know. That might be rockets / lasers / rockets.
So how do you beat this guy? What is this thing, anyways? Is this Eggman inside that thing, or is it just a sentient machine?
It's kind of like the Death Egg robot in Sonic and Knuckles. But it's not the Death Egg robot, you know, it's just a completely different robot that you have to fight. Like Sonic fights Eggman, Tails fights this thing. But, oh man, I remember how to fight this guy. But yeah, I don't. I think we're going to spend a little bit of time here, guys.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for the heads up.
Alright, no problem. So, how about we talk about something while we pass the time here? So, Johnny, what's your opinion on fruit?
Fruit? What kind of fruit? Can't be that vague. You have to be specific, man. Details,
apples,
details.
Oranges.
Well, let me see. Well, I'm not really much of a fan of oranges anymore. I kind of grew out of those. I like Granny Smith apples, seedless green grapes, especially when out of the freezer. Like ripe bananas, no bruises, mind you. And yeah, you know what? That's it. I'm actually pretty limited on my fruit selection. That's pretty much the only 3 I need.
All right, let's ask just you know, an actual question here. What are your favorite Sonic games, like out of the Sonic franchise? You guys know that mine is Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and you know. But what are yours?
Alright, well, my favorite Sonic game of all time, so far, I should say, because, you know, Sonic franchise is not officially dead yet, is Sonic 3 and Knuckles. With Sonic 2 coming, like, really close in terms of just being an overall fun game to play. Then, you know what, I'll have to say the 2011 re-release of Sonic CD. which to me just did a lot of things right. And you know, I found a new appreciation with the game because of it. You know, I can't go back and play the original Sega CD version anymore because it just feels so dated in comparison.
I mean, you could play Sonic 3 CD and Knuckles if you wanted to.
I'd love to, but I can't because unfortunately that's only an animation.
I wish it was an actual.
Hey, if I had the technical skill to do it, I would, because people would actually ask me if it's a real game or not. Like, no, it's not, but I wish I could make it a real game, people, or at least I know someone that would try to make it a real game. I think I recall someone telling me that he was going to make it, but I haven't really gotten any updates on that. And I'm just going to assume that it's on the back burner or outright canceled. I don't blame you if it is, because to me it's too much of a mess to make a game out of. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, in terms of like the Sonic games I love to play, those are usually the three I go to first before I decide to waste time with all the other ones.
I gotcha. Like, I love the 2011 release of Sonic CD, because you play as Tails, and it's just a lot more smooth.
Yeah, definitely.
Like those special stages, or you can actually jump on enemies now.
It's still a bit off, if I'm going to be perfectly honest. But yeah, much better than the original Sega CD release, or the PC port if you have that version.
But here we go. Here's a little cutscene. Sonic's running up this thing, and he stops. He looks at this building. What is this building?
It is, oh, we don't know. We fade to black. So,
who knows? But here's Tails, and uh-oh, they meet again.
What a happy coincidence.
I know. So let's look. They're just like, hey, let's work together. And Sonic's like, nope, bye-bye.
So,
oh, wait, Tails is still there.
It's like you can't escape my wrath. I'm invincible. I actually think Sonic was contemplating how many windows were on the tower.
Alright, guys, but that's basically it for Part 8 of Sonic Before the Sequel. Johnny from Some Call Me Johnny and all the other things you're at, because I don't want to... You know what, just do it. You know what to do.
I'll plug all three of my channels here, because, you know, why not? And for those of you who are interested in my stuff, granted, my channels are a bit more mature in language, you know, get what I mean? You can watch my review channel at youtube.com/SomecallmeJohnny. If you are a fan of Let's Plays, you can check out my Let's Play channel at youtube.com/SGBLikesToPlay. Or if you're fans of four nerds loud-mouthing and being unprofessional as you can possibly imagine, you can go to youtube.com/BrainScratch yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Matthew, I'm sorry, Tails channel, whatever. What do you go by under in this channel? Matt.
Just
all right,
Matt.
just Matt. Or whatever. I'm not sure. Sometimes people like to keep along with their aliases, but I thank you for inviting me to this channel.
No problem. And I have one request for you guys in the comments, please. No asking for Clement. None. I don't want to see any of them, because you know how much Sonic Michael got. So I'm just playing it safe here.